Real Truth Daily. This is Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Daily Truths. I want to talk to you today about prayer. Do we sometimes trivialize prayer, saying, I really don't want to bother the Lord with that? That seems so insignificant. Or on the other hand, do we sometimes not even think about prayer because the situation is so helpless and so hopeless, we feel like he can't help anyway? Well, in Matthew chapter 15, remember this Canaanite woman who lived in Phoenicia, who was a Gentile, who spoke in Greek, came to Jesus with the young lady. She had a daughter that was possessed by a demon. And we pick up verse 22, and it says this, "And behold, a Canaanite woman from that region came out and was crying, 'Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David. My daughter is severely oppressed by a demon.'" Listen to verse 23 now. "But he did not answer her a word. And his disciples came and begged him, saying, 'Send her away, for she is crying after us.'" What can we say about this young lady? First of all, we can say she was very persistent. She followed Jesus along. She kept asking, and it was so annoying to the disciples. They said, "Just send her away. She's bugging us." So she had great persistence. Secondly, she had great faith. Even though she'd only heard about Jesus and never seen him face to face, she had this magnificent faith, knowing he was the promised Messiah, that he could do whatever he wished. So she had great faith anchored in the premises and promises of God revealed through the Messiah, Jesus Christ. And what can we say? The disciples were saying, "Don't bother Jesus, just go away. Lord, send her away. She's bugging us." Okay, she had faith, she was persistent, and the disciples didn't want her to bother Jesus. Okay, now think about your prayer life. Are you persistent in your prayer life? Do you continue to go before the throne of God with your petitions? Even if you've said it before, that's good. Persistence is good in prayer. And it's one of the principles of prayer that we need to learn more often. So many times I'm not very persistent in my prayer life. I'll simply ask God to do such a thing. And, sometimes I'll just kind of forget about it and I don't persist in my prayer. She was persistent. Secondly, we have faith. We have dependence upon God, that God can do anything at any time, whenever he wants. Do you have that kind of faith? When you look at this young lady, she had great faith that Jesus could do what he wanted, when he wanted to do it. And she had faith that depended on that. Do you have that kind of faith? So we have persistence, we have faith, and then thirdly, we have to say that sometimes Satan will work on us and say, "Don't bother Jesus. He's too busy," or "That's too small a request," or "He's really not listening anyway. Just go away. Don't bother the master today." And when Satan is working on us in such a way, do you know we need to say, "Get behind me, Satan. You don't have the things of God upon your heart. You have the things of man." I can call upon Jesus at any time, knowing that he's fully focused on me. And that's what we can tell Satan. So we tell him to take a hike. Now, what happened with this young lady? Did Jesus answer her prayer? Well, the plot thickens in the next few days, and you'll find out. You probably know what happened anyway, but it's very interesting, and I'll do some interesting teachings about Jesus' response to this young lady in the days ahead. Last thing I want to say about prayer is sometimes the Lord says no to our prayers, right? Did he in this case? You'll find out tomorrow or the next day, but sometimes God says no to our prayers. Those are the times we really struggle, because we want God to answer our prayers affirmatively. But remember, when he says no to our prayers, he does it for a reason. He says, "I'm going to say no because it's not what's best for you at the time." Did you hear that? God sometimes says no to our prayers because it's not what's best for us at the time. And we need to have faith to trust that he knows what's best for us at the given time. Now, sometimes God says wait to our prayers, and we kind of like that answer because we eventually get what we're asking. And we especially love the answer yes, but sometimes God says no. And when he says that, we just have to trust him that he knows what's best for us. And that is today's Daily Truth. Have a great day in Jesus Christ.
Thank you for tuning in to Daily Truths with Dave Ahlman. Pastor Dave Ahlman is the pastor of Mount Hope Church in Boulder, Colorado. If this ministry is blessing you, please consider supporting us by sharing this channel with a friend. You can also like, comment, subscribe, or leave a review. This helps us tremendously. Come back tomorrow for your next Daily Truth.